Last week I shared my opinions about the 2042 beta, and there was a lot I wanted to cover. I got to most of it, but some things, like the super cool new plus system, got pushed to the side so I could spend more time complaining about specialists. This one's going to be a bit different today. It's going to be less about opinions, more about sharing some moments I had from the beta. These are my top 5 only in BETAfield moments from the 2042 beta, with some honorable mentions mixed in. First up at number 5 we have I Saw It on the Internet. You know, there are so many cool clips you can find of people jumping out of, then re-entering jets when it comes to BETAfield. Usually they get a really cool kill before hopping back into their jet. I figured it would be best to just start with the basics. And the basics may not have been quite basic enough in this case. That's okay. Practice makes perfect. Next up, we have honorable mention number 1. What is happening? What is happening? What is going on? What? What? What is happening? You know, just because they're only in BETAfield moments, that doesn't mean all these clips have to make me look good. These clips are meant to showcase some of the cool stuff that BETAfield allows to happen in its, battlefields. My favorite capture point from Orbital was B1, the top of the big building. It always felt action-packed. Whether you were climbing to capture or staying to defend, stuff was always happening, and it was definitely a hotspot for choppers. This one's called Swarm Season, which actually might not be the most accurate name because it's always Swarm Season at B1, and season kinda implies there'd be times when it wasn't. I almost didn't even bother taking the shots because I didn't really think any of them were gonna hit. I was totally fine being wrong about that though. Next up, honorable mention number 2, Skyscrape Sneakin. One of my favorite things to do while defending B1 is jump off and climb back up somewhere in the middle, looking around for any enemies trying to make their way to the top. I'm not really sure how, but he definitely didn't see me. It kinda seemed like he heard me, but I guess we'll never know. This next clip is one that could have ended after the first half and I still probably would have included it. Number 3, going back for seconds. It was one of my first times flying the jet and I really wanted to get some kills with it, so I rushed on over to my favorite spot, B1, to try and feed the jet some dinner. I quickly surprised myself by catching a free bite, then suddenly realized that a beast like this couldn't simply be filled with just one bite. I had to go back for more. Or I just decided, hey, let's go try that again. I don't know, it was a couple weeks ago. Anyway, I went back over and skidded across the helipad, splatting 2 more enemies, and discarding my trusty blood-spattered jet into the who knows where, and quickly meeting my untimely demise. On to honorable mention number 3. That's one thing that I love about BETAfield. You'll just be going around doing your own thing, and then just chaos can happen just from somebody going, oh, I'm gonna jump out of this vehicle. I don't want it anymore. I'm gonna jump out of it while I'm in the air. And then it'll just fall. Maybe right on your head. Oh my god, that's pretty much what I'm talking about right there, actually. Yep, that was pretty much exactly what I was talking about. Now, let's return back to my favorite spot, B1. A lot of times when I'd spawn up there, I'd just kinda make my rounds for a minute or two. Maybe do a few laps around the helipad. Just because it's the middle of a war, that doesn't mean you can't squeeze in a jog or two from time to time. Maybe punch fist the air. But don't worry, there's also time for rest. And waiting to see if any attackers would show up. Usually they did. And, you know, sometimes I'd be ready for it. But was this one of those times? This one's called You Ever Surprise Yourself by Grabbing a Fly Out of the Air, which I think is a very accurate title, because that's pretty much what it felt like when that rocket collided with that chopper. Well, it looks like we're nearing the end of the clips, and there's one thing that's been missing. Yeah, that's right, tornadoes. Yeah, let's get some tornado clips. Everybody's parachuting into it. Honorable mention number 4. There are so many people parachuting into the tornado. Oh god. So this clip was included simply because it was just about the only time during the beta that I got into a firefight with a tornado pretty much right next to me. Okay, I'm fighting the tornado. Fighting the tornado didn't seem like my best option. I don't think I was hurting it. I think it's moved up. I did blast that guy though. Okay, where are they shooting me from? But sneaky cornerman McRocketface blasted me into oblivion. And now for the final clip. When I started thinking about the order I wanted to present these clips, I wasn't really sure which one I wanted to save for last. But after giving myself some time to mull it over, I'd say I definitely saved the best for last. This is not a clip of skill, it is one of extreme luck. And although my reaction at the end may seem a bit over the top, I honestly couldn't believe what had just happened. Number 1. You don't need wings to fly. Take me to the sky! Okay. What? It was the perfect Battlefield moment to remember the beta, and I'm glad I caught it on stream. Alright, that's gonna be about it for this one, folks. People, Battlefieldians. I've never really done a clip video like this before, and it was a lot of fun. I'm not sure if I'm going to be doing more like this, but let me know if I should. With 2042 and Halo Infinite coming out soon, I definitely have more interest in doing opinion videos and clip videos like this one. So yeah, let me know what kind of stuff you'd like to see. Alright, until next time.